Opportunities for Singapore from the One Belt, One Road initiative. Since China's ambitious One Belt, One Road initiative was first introduced in October 2013 by President Xi Jinping, the rest of the world has been paying close attention to how this major pillar of China's economic policy will impact its integration with the global economy. It is being heralded as a blueprint for greater cooperation and integration through the development of an infrastructure network connecting all sub-regions in Asia and between Asia, Europe, and Africa. In recent months, the initiative has gained significant momentum with the unveiling of an overall strategic plan in March entitled Vision and Action Outline on Jointly Building Silk Road Economic Belt and 21st Century Maritime Silk Road Vision and Action by the National Development and Reform Commission, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Ministry of Commerce. In particular, it places a strong emphasis on orienting the Maritime Silk Road toward the Association of Southern Asian Nations (ASEAN), accelerating the development of the initiative. Singapore's unique position under the One Belt, One Road initiative. According to the framework of vision and action, Southeast Asia is an important area of the initiative, and strengthening the infrastructure of the countries along the road is a key priority. Southeast Asia is rich in resources, but the lack of construction funds is a barrier to the region's economic growth, causing an infrastructure deficit, low levels of industrial development, and other issues. For example, some Southeast Asian island nations still rely on archaic port facilities with outdated shipping vessels, making it difficult to ship manufactured products to other countries. On the other hand, some landlocked Southeast Asian countries are constrained by their terrain, limiting their ability to construct transport infrastructure such as highways and railways, which is one of the hurdles this region faces in reaching their full economic potential. The initiative strives to promote capital and technology investment by China into this port, transport, road, and other infrastructure in order to improve the circulation of resources, market integration, and allow for better facilitation of trade and investment in Southeast Asia. By capitalizing on this initiative, Southeast Asia will become one of the primary destinations for Chinese enterprises seeking to expand globally. Singapore is the most economically advanced country in the Southeast Asian region and is likely to enhance its position as a world player as the initiative implementation comes to fruition. As one of the world's leading financial centers, the number one hub for commodities and oil trading in Asia, and a vital connection hub for China, Asia, and Asia Pacific market, Singapore is ranked as the country with the highest investment value out of 64 countries included in the initiative, according to a country investment value report issued in March 2015 by Grandview, an independent think tank of China. The country's key industries are drawing the attention of Chinese enterprises looking to invest in the region, and many Chinese enterprises have already successfully integrated their regional resources and achieved internationalization through various methods of investment in Singapore. It is not a surprise that Singapore has established itself as the second leading offshore hub for RMB trading. And that's only one part of it. We expect to see Singapore's status become more prominent as the shipping and aviation hub of Southeast Asia, in addition to witnessing an increase in trade and personnel exchange across the region as a result of the construction and development of infrastructure, such as port, airports, and other facilities. At the same time, we anticipate that the Singapore centricity of Southeast Asia's financial, trade, and logistics services will expand significantly. These enhancements are motivated by the initiative but complemented by Singapore's highly established investment and financial services market, its strong legal system, sound infrastructure, experienced financial system, and political and social stability. Key industry that will benefit from the initiative. Infrastructure and logistic industry. Singapore's well-established infrastructure sector and expertise in logistics will reap benefit for the city under the initiative. Positioned in the heart of Southeast Asia and the gateway of the Strait of Malacca, Singapore has flourished as an infrastructure and logistic hub for the Asia Pacific. For example, the Port of Singapore is among the three busiest and largest container port in the world. Around 200 shipping lines connect Singapore to circa 600 ports in more than 120 countries around the world. Chinese enterprises have taken notice of the city's influence on trade in Southeast Asia, and in recent years, China has upped the ante in its investment in Singaporean infrastructure. In vision and action, the Chinese government voiced their wish for countries along the road to improve the connectivity of their infrastructure, construction plan, and technical standard system and form an infrastructure networking connecting in all sub-regions in Asia and between Asia, Europe, and Africa step by step. Undeniably, China's recent deal with Thailand to construct the Thai section of the Singapore-Kunming rail brings this dream one step closer into fruition, and ASEAN members with Singapore at the center inextricably closer into forging an impressive ASEAN trade sphere. Singapore's next step as a leader in infrastructure and logistics will be aiding her neighboring countries and fellow trading partners in developing theirs. While GDP, industrial output, and consumption have soared across the Southeast Asian region in countries such as Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam over the past decade, power, water, and transport systems have struggled to keep pace. The ASEAN market, driven by the region's growth, is stated to represent nearly 60% of global infrastructure spending by 2025. As such, the progress of Singapore's infrastructure and logistic capabilities position it to partner with Chinese investors in tackling the broader region infrastructure deficit and under the initiatives striving to advance the region.